Well, Keisha, thank you so much. And your gratitude to me and others like me is expressed in your own career and your own political passion and values. And I want to thank you and Sue Minter for each running a wonderful race. And you will run again. I also want to give a shout out because she really deserves it very, very much. And that is to our executive director who's put on tonight's shindig, Ruth Harding. We couldn't be more fortunate than to have Ruth and a terrific board. You know, I threw the first pebble in the pond, but now it's all these circular rings that are reaching the shore. I'm trying to figure out how to continue this metaphor. But it embraces the people in this room and so many people outside of this room. Because the good news is that we are witnessing as we speak a resurgence of activism, a resurgence of feminism, a resurgence of anger that is being translated into I want to do something, I need to change something, I can't just be an observer. So I have a little thank you note on my desk, which I haven't mailed yet, and it's to Donald Trump. Here we are. And yes, women make a difference, and good men make a difference. Let's not forget, we need you too. And I'm thrilled with the Men for Emerge, because that's the way it works. I couldn't have had my career without the support of my husband and my children and lots of good friends, and none of us can do it alone. But these are difficult times, and you might, there was an article in the New York Times about Emerge. I don't know how many of you caught it. They featured Nevada, which actually is third in the percentage of women in the state house. It did mention Vermont. We are second in the percentage of women. I think they were 38.1 and we're 39.1. When we drop the decimal points, we'll know we've arrived. But now we still cling to them. But what Emerge is doing really is making a difference. I mean, I think Becca just mentioned it. You're not alone in this. You've got company. And when you walk into any public building, the portraits on the walls aren't always welcoming because they're usually men. Except the State House now has a few of women. But, Michael was mentioning a photograph when men are sitting around the table, there may be one or two women. Well, there's a picture that went viral not long ago of the Tea Party meeting with Washington staff, and I wish I could have put it on here, because if nothing gets you going, this will. All the Tea Party were men. There wasn't even an assistant somewhere. And not only was it all men, but they were deciding about our bodies. They were making the decisions for Planned Parenthood, for God knows what else, to put women down. So we've got to be at the table. And I'm repeating a line that some of you may have heard, but I think it still works. If you're not at the table, you're on the menu. So we've got to write the menu. And to make sure it is totally inclusive. I'll just also put in another pitch. Alison Bechtel was very generous in giving us a contribution and the contribution of her artwork. And please take a look at it before you leave today. My job, well, let me just add one thing. It's very hard to stop when you have a microphone. When I started Emerge, it was 3 years ago, I asked a couple of legislators, including Keisha and Joe Kowinski, do you think this is a good idea? I had spoken at Emerges in San Francisco, where it was founded, and in Boston as a keynote speaker, and I thought, why not have it here? And they picked up the ball, and a lot of other people did, but I never dreamt we'd have a wonderful evening like this. So thank you all for doing that. We have, for the first time, given the, what's her name, Madeleine Kunin Award. It's a little humiliating, it's a little awesome, I guess that's what it is. But I'm at the age, I guess, where I actually do enjoy things like this. But here are the runners-up. Claire Eyre, I don't know if you're here, say hello. Dottie Deans is here. These are the people who were nominated. Joey Donovan, State Representative. Ellen Fallon, who was here, I know, who was my counsel. Hi, Ellen. Jane Kitchell, who's doing an amazing job as chair of the Appropriations Committee. Linda Miller. Beth Pierce is here. Representative Barbara Rachelson is here. And of course, Sallie, we're going to hear from her daughter, Grace Hamilton. And Nina Tarwayland is here. So thank you for all those women who were nominated. And thank you most of all for endorsing or voting or announcing Sallie Soule. Sallie and I have been friends for a long time, and I don't want to take away your words, Sarah, but I just have to say a little bit. We met over lunch, I don't know how many years ago, when a mutual friend invited Sallie Soule, who was thinking of running for the legislature, and my assignment was to talk her into it. And it worked. Sallie was in the state senate. She's one of these common sense, no nonsense people. And when I was elected governor, she was on my transition team. When I was governor, when I was filling my cabinet, Sallie's name was right there at Labor and Industry. Sallie was on the UVM Board of Trustees. She's the most appropriate person to receive this award. I can't tell you how many people have come up to me and said, it's just great that you recognize Sallie in this way. And she called me this afternoon and sends you all her best wishes. But she has the best spokeswoman. I kind of like that, yeah. Spokeswoman one can ever select, because her daughter Sarah really walks in her footsteps and is the most proud daughter of Sallie Soule, and we are all proud of her. Sarah.
Well, for those of you who don't know Mom, there she is, and she is with us in spirit tonight. Our whole family adores her, and we have the right last name because she is the heart and soul of our family. We are in awe of her, and she is the guiding light and the shining star of our family. And my brothers and sisters and I are proud to travel in her wake. She is just amazing, and she's 89 years old, and tonight she is marching in a climate change rally. I will try to do this without getting a little emotional. I am just so thrilled that she was chosen for this. I read her words tonight. She shared this with me. She's only called me 4 times today to say, don't cry, don't screw up, and I wish I was there. So this is her commentary. I am sorry I cannot be with you tonight. This award serves as a symbol to honor those women who came before me, who worked tirelessly to advance women in their position in community service, leadership, and politics. I feel fortunate to have spent my life participating in government and community engagement. My motivation to get involved came at an early age. My grandmother was a suffragette and a founding member of the League of Women Voters. She inspired me to understand that I can make a difference in things that matter most to me. Because of her mentoring, I became involved in, just a minute, politics and women's issues. My grandmother was elected to the Connecticut House of Representatives in the 1930s, and she served as a role model to me. As a daughter, wife, mother, and grandmother, I found I had a compelling interest in the areas such as women's health care, education, and working conditions. My grandmother's leadership spurred me to action. She encouraged me to always work with others collaboratively. Women, when working together, inspire one another. That was certainly the case when I served with my good friend Madeleine, first in the House, then in the Senate when she was serving as Lieutenant Governor, then as a member of her administration. Thanks to Madeleine, who was the Democratic whip when I was elected to the House, I was appointed to the Ways and Means Committee. It was unheard of for a first-term representative, let alone a woman, to be appointed to that committee. It underscored to me how important it is for women to encourage one another's participation in areas where they are traditionally not well represented, and to support each other, whether it be at the local level in business, representation at school boards, or engaging in health services that directly impact their well-being. One of the things I am most proud of is that I was able to work together with a group of women and create the first Vermont Women's Health Center. It could not have been done alone. We were able to access legal support from within our own network, as well as the needed capital by securing a local bank loan of $30,000. This was 45 years ago, before the Supreme Court decision legalizing abortion. While serving in Madeleine's administration, Gretchen Morse, who is here tonight, and one of my mother's dearest friends, and I worked together to form the Reach Up program. This program particularly helps women gain job skills and find employment so they can support their minor dependent children. Many of you may be familiar with the Champlain College Single Parent Program, which is the outgrowth of Reach Up. That program is one of my favorite projects. And Vermont is a good place to be in politics. Compared to other places, it does not require as much capital to run. And I won my first campaign with less than $800 in contributions. And $100 of that came from my Republican husband. My siblings and I are the product of a mixed marriage, and we all inherited mom's genes. The balance came from my classmates from a women's college and local women interested in women's reproductive rights. Why should women be involved in politics? It's worth the effort of being united in the mission of serving this great state. By working together as a team and seeking out the assistance of network connections, change will come. And God knows we need to make a change at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Women understand the importance of issues such as child care, education, health care, and reproductive rights. I hope this award will inspire girls and women to continue to embark on lives that are rich in public service. May you all continue to enjoy, engage, energize, and emerge. Thank you very much.